day 2. We had just come off of a pretty strong day 1. We told ourselves before the meet even started that if we finished off the first day with 80 points, then we were sitting pretty good. Like, that's where we wanted to be. That means everything had come into play, at least from the events that we expected and from maybe some that we weren't expecting. So we finished off, I believe it was 82, 83, so we knew that we were sitting well. But the biggest thing going into that, and Coach Cooksey was really harping on this, as were some of the other guys like Wes, is that you can't let up, because day 1's, it's an opening thing, and it gets the tone of the meet started, but at the same time, it also only represents about just over like a quarter of the events. So our main thing was we have to keep whatever we started on day 1 going through the rest of the weekend. And big ticket items that we were looking at was the steeplechase was coming up. That was a point where we had Shane McDonald. He had just had a huge PR a weekend, 2 weekends ago, and we were looking for him to step up again, get big points, which he did. Shot put we knew was going to be big at that time, because shot put's one of those events where Bucknell stacks it, so we were looking at that to make points. The 200, we got 3 guys in. I think it was Austin, Jordan, and Brett, so that was big. We knew we had to score points there. We had the hurdles coming up. Pole vault, I believe, was finishing up as well. So we had a couple other events that we knew that were big scoring points for us, but also big scoring points for Bucknell. So the biggest thing was, okay, like yesterday was good, but now we really have to finish it. Bucknell in the past has been a very, very strong, not just a throwing team or a team overall, but very good in the shot put. They're always competitive in it. They always have like 5+ guys. I think they at least had 5, if not like 6 guys in the event. And all of them had thrown fairly far. They were ranked pretty strongly in like the top 8, so the top scoring positions. And up till this point in this year, in terms of like our team and what we had done with the shot put, outdoor-wise, at least, it hadn't really been that strong, other than a few glimmers from our freshman, Griffey Loy, and he's been an unbelievable shot put thrower the whole year. Really been developing well, as well as in the discus. So we were really looking for him, actually, going into this meet to score big points. Unfortunately for him, he kind of like got injured on one of his first throws. Tough kid, kept throwing, so that was kind of hard. And at that point, we knew we had to have other guys step up, and I was lucky enough to be able to do that. Whereas in previous meets throughout this whole year, I had been throwing terrible in the shot put. But one of the things, and I guess any of the guys will tell you this on the team, is when you go in a big meet like that, especially against like competitors like Bucknell, Army, you really have that motivation, that adrenaline rush going through that really helps you kind of compete where you weren't able to do it all before. So I think that was probably the biggest thing, and that at that point in the meet, we really thought that if we did not do well in shot put, that we would not win the meet at all. In discus, it was kind of like somewhat like a shot put in the sense that we knew we had to score points in it, because we're a strong team throwing wise. We knew we had to get more points in the discus throw. For me personally, when it came to shot put and discus, I was thinking, okay, discus, I know I can do well in that. I know I expect myself to do well in that. I have to expect myself to do well in that. So my main focus going into day 2 was definitely the shot put, hands down. Like, I was very happy that it was the first event, so I wasn't tired by the time we got to it. I really wanted to focus on doing well in the shot put, because I knew that would be the hardest event for me personally to do well in, because I hadn't done that well in the past as far as the season, and because I think it represented the biggest point advantage that Bucknell could potentially get over us. And it ended up working out in our favor. We scored pretty well in the shot put, and that was big. And then going into the discus, it still rang true that I knew that we were ahead at that point. I knew it was possible for Bucknell to catch up to us, but kind of at that time in the meet, it was getting to the point where we knew we had a significant lead, that it was pretty much we kind of had the meat in the bag in a sense. I don't really want to say it like that, but in a sense we kind of did. So for me, I just wanted to go into discus and my first throw, just have a big throw, finish off there, and then see what I could do from that point on. I mean, for any team to be able to win every major competition that you go into in your league, and have the N stars in both indoor and outdoor for us, I mean, that's in a sense a perfect season for us in terms of like the big wins, the big picture stuff. And that from the start was something that we wanted to do. We knew going into this year, when me and Wes sat down and talked to the coaches, when we talked to the teams, talked to the seniors, we knew we had a very strong team led by seniors and a bunch of underclass. There's a very strong underclass team, sophomores and freshmen. So we knew that we had the potential to do it, and we had to find a way to keep the drive going throughout the season. And as you saw this weekend, we were successfully able to do that, and that credit really goes to the coaching staff for being able to like really push on us